let's look at Vrksasana, tree pose. So this word Vriksha means tree, of course asana means pose. Starting off from Tadasana, first thing is work out which leg they're going to be balancing on first and bring their awareness to that leg. So if we were live, I would definitely be mirroring this pose. This is in the mirror position, face on. So if I was telling them to balance on the left leg, I would balance on my right. So start to bring your awareness into the left leg, left foot, lift up all 5 toes, spread them nice and wide, place them back down on the mat. Option 1, bring your right heel to the ankle or calf. Option 2, bring the whole foot onto the calf. And option 3, bring the foot above the knee to the inner thigh. Bring the hands to prayer, heart center. Press your right heel towards your left hip and your left hip towards your right heel. And just like when you squeeze a tube of toothpaste, you grow a little bit taller. Crown of the head rising up towards the sky above. So as you squeeze here, you're visualizing squeezing towards the midline, and your hands are in prayer also helping you with this idea of squeezing towards the midline. And a couple of extra cues you can give here. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the floor, draw the lower abdomen in, feel the muscles of the pelvic floor lift. Breathe into the ribcage and chest, let your abdomen be long and hollow. Release the muscles of your face. Draw the right knee towards the back of the room, but stop when the right hip starts to go with it. And take any variation you like, raising the arms, raising the gaze to the ceiling, whatever it is that you want to teach. Okay, and then to come down, on an exhale, gently come back to Tadasana and second side. So the main issue you're going to encounter here will be balance. And a couple of different things we can do for balance. One is these options. So having the toes of the second foot on the floor is going to help a lot with balance. Also, you can go next to a wall. So you can just move so that you're next to the wall and lean against the wall. Something else that's really important with balance is your drishti point. So having a fixed drishti is going to help. But the closer you are to your drishti point, the easier it is to balance. So if you're picking a drishti that's far away in the horizon, that's still going to be pretty challenging. But if someone is really struggling with balance, bring them to a wall or invite them to stand very close to a wall and have a little mark on the wall. So either put a little sticky post-it note up, one of those dots on, or maybe there'll already be some scuffs on the wall that you can use. And really get nice and close, so even a hand's distance away from the wall. So the wall is here, and then get them to do tree with a drishti point just in front of them here. It's so much easier to hold your balance when the thing that you're looking at is really close to you. So use that. It can be a really beautiful thing to experience when you find someone who says they can't balance in tree and you bring them to a wall and all of a sudden they can get some airtime. So yeah, to balance solved by either having these options or also hand on wall can be used, or use a drishti on a wall very close to you. Another thing which to look out for here is the pelvis can, with that coaching point that I said, bring the right knee back, but stop before the right hip starts to go with it. And that's because as people draw the knee back, sometimes they end up in this sort of twist. So there you can see now that my right hip's going towards the back of the room. I'm basically in a twisted variation of this. So no, we want to keep the hips and the chest facing the same direction. but this knee is, drawing the knee back is really just about externally rotating the left thigh. And you want to bring it back as far back until it's no longer external rotation. At a certain point, it changes from external rotation into just twisting your hip back, which is not what we want to do. Last thing, tension. So good to give some space, coaching points, release the root of the tongue, release the muscles of the face, deep ujjayi breathing, this kind of stuff. Because often, in an attempt to find balance, people holding the breath, this kind of thing, tensing the brow. So want to release all of these things. So this is Vrksasana. Thank you.